if Peter Obi comes back and he is the most favored candidate, the most supported candidate, and becomes a candidate, the PDP will make an impact in the 2027 election.
So with Peter Obi, if he's on the ballot in the name of the PDP, there is almost an assurance for the PDP. Is that the feeling on the inside?
Of course, that's the feeling.
Are you part of the party talking to Peter Obi?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Well, tell me, Senator, quickly before I forget, Peter Obi, have you been able to speak with him as a party? Is he coming back?
No, as a party, we have not spoken to Peter Obi, but you recall also that in the run-up to 2023, the expectation was that the ticket of the PDP was going to go to the South. And somehow, for reasons of fairness, people thought that the Southeast, having not produced a candidate for a major political party like that, would definitely have fielded a Southeast candidate. And obviously, it was Peter Obi that ordinarily would have picked the ticket. So, in anger, in frustration, Peter Obi left the PDP. And so, in the run-up to 2027, I'm aware that certain individuals have been talking to Peter Obi, hey, come back home. This is what we are likely going to do. And if you come, you stand a chance of being a candidate.
What are the possibilities of Peter Obi returning to the PDP?
Roshu, you know, in politics, nothing is certain. I've always said that in politics, 2 plus 2 is not 4. And so, and these are matters of interest. And when it comes to existential interest from a community of persons within a geopolitical zone, it is possible.
This is PDP once again reiterating their firm belief in Mr. Peter Obi's ability to deliver the presidency to them in 2027. Over the week, we've seen some political events that have taken place, like PDP daring in Nyesom Wike over the choice of their venue of their November convention. PDP has earlier chosen Ibadan, the home state of Governor Seyi Makinde, as their venue for the November 2025 National Convention that is going to produce ESCO of the PDP. Again, PDP has said they are zoning their party ticket to the south, but this has not gone well with Nyesom Wike, who sees himself as an important member of the PDP, but the PDP is calling his bluff. Again, we saw Atiku Abubakar over the weekend declaring that he's going to contest the 2027 presidential election. I mean, whether Atiku Abubakar will contest or not has been a topic of debate. But now, all of that has been put to rest as he has declared his intention that he's going to contest the 2027 presidential election. With the PDP calling the bluff of Nyesom Wike and Atiku declaring his intention to contest for the 2027 presidential election under ADC, the same political party that Mr. Peter Obi has shown his interest and alliance with, the PDP believe that if they act fast and bring Mr. Peter Obi back to the PDP stand a chance of winning the 2027 presidential election. PDP see Mr. Peter Obi as the viable candidate to defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. Again, PDP regret not handing their presidential ticket to the South in 2023, and they believe that they can make amends in 2027. That is the reason why they have zoned their party ticket to the South. PDP is not just regretting, they are blaming Atiku Abubakar for the reason why the PDP party ticket was not zoned to the South. But you could all recall that Atiku Abubakar tried to make Nigerians believe that it was Nyesom Wike that insisted that the party ticket should not be zoned to the South, that Nyesom Wike wanted the party ticket to be thrown open. That was the reason why he decided to contest alongside Nyesom Wike. But I still believe that Atiku Abubakar has not been just the problem of the PDP, but a problem of Nigeria as a whole. Atiku Abubakar greed and self-personal ambition is the reason why Nigeria is where Nigeria is today. In the proceeding leading to the 2015 presidential election, Atiku Abubakar and other northern politicians left the PDP because they were angry that Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was contesting that election. They didn't want Goodluck Ebele Jonathan to contest the election. They wanted to continue from where Yar'Adua stopped in 2011, and that was the reason why they left the PDP in drove and went and formed the APC that brought in the APC and President Muhammadu Buhari in 2015. Proceeding leading to the 2019 presidential election saw some of these northern politicians returning back to the PDP And of course, the PDP decided to give the Northerners the presidential ticket. In 2019, the PDP believed that that was the right thing to do. And of course, that was the right thing to do. And the Northerners were supported by all and sundry. Atiku Abubakar emerged as the presidential candidate in the PDP primaries in 2019 that was contested by all Northerners. But in 2023, it was expected that since the North did not win the 2019 presidential election, the party ticket should go to the South. Not just the South, but the Southeast, because this is a region that has supported PDP since the creation of that party in 1999 and has been loyal, stood behind the PDP even when other regions left the PDP. That call was not just a call for justice, fairness, and equity, but a call for competence, because as at that point, Mr. Peter Obi was still in the PDP. And before then, Nigerians from all walks of life have gone out to the street beseeching the PDP to hand over the presidential ticket to Mr. Peter Obi. We saw the wave and rise of Mr. Peter Obi, and every right-thinking political party will hand over the presidential ticket to Mr. Peter Obi because that was the best thing to do. But the PDP failed to give Mr. Peter Obi the presidential ticket. They threw their party primaries open. Mr. Peter Obi left the PDP and joined the Labour Party. There was a gap of 6 months to the next election. That was when Mr. Peter Obi left the PDP to join the Labour Party. Peter Obi did not leave because PDP failed to give a Southerner the presidential ticket. Peter Obi left because the party ticket was thrown open, and he believed that any primary that will be conducted in the PDP will be highly monetized. It will be dollarized. And of course, he's not ready to compete with the money bags in the PDP. We're talking about people like Nyesom Wike and Atiku Abubakar that have stockpile of dollars gotten from public funds. Mr. Peter Obi believes that his money is from the private sector and his money should be directed towards public use, not in buying of delegates. And of course, we saw how the PDP primaries ended. It was a show of who has the highest money to buy off delegates. And of course, Atiku Abubakar defeated Nyesom Wike by being the one who has the highest money to purchase off delegates. Peter Obi moved to a relatively unknown political party like the Labour Party and built that party up. For the first time in the history of this country, we saw active citizens' participation in our electoral process. There was massive mobilization and sensitization. The citizens took that election upon themselves because they wanted a change. They wanted a new Nigeria, which they believed that Mr. Peter Obi can give it to them. Many Nigerian politicians do not believe in Mr. Peter Obi because they believe that Nigeria election is all about the structure on ground. It's all about rigging. It's all about buying vote. But Mr. Peter Obi believed that his structure are the Nigerian people, the people that are suffering, those that could not afford 1 square meal a day, the IGPs in the refugee camp that were affected by insecurity, Nigerian workers that are not taken care of, students that are being affected with high tuition fee, the people that could not go to school, and millions of Nigerians out there that are living in poverty and that have been abandoned by the government. The 2023 election was a shocker. It sent shockwave all through the fabrics of this country. Mr. Peter Obi won that election but was rigged out. That election will not just go down as one election that Mr. Peter Obi won but was rigged out, but an election that sent strong wave and a strong message across every part in this country. You know, before now, they never believed that an Igbo man is going to pull a shock in this country. They never believed that somebody from the east will be supported by all and sundry, especially in the north. That was even the reason why they did not hand over the presidential ticket to Mr. Peter Obi, because they believed that Northerners will not support Mr. Peter Obi. Not only did Northerners supported Mr. Peter Obi won the election in some northern states. He got huge chunk of votes from the northeast and the northwest. That was an unbelievable election. Now Mr. Peter Obi stands as the biggest opposition politician in Nigeria, the biggest challenger to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And because of Mr. Peter Obi, there is a coalition. Yes, it is being touted as an Atiku-led coalition. But that coalition would not have been formed if Mr. Peter Obi has not done what he did in 2023. The people that came together to form that coalition form it in the guise that Mr. Peter Obi is going to join their coalition and they are going to use him as a vice presidential candidate. Atiku Abubakar wanted to use the influence of Mr. Peter Obi to win the 2027 presidential election. Atiku Abubakar wants to run as the president while Mr. Peter Obi will run as the vice president, and there has been disagreement in this arrangement. This is the reason why PDP believe that they can take this opportunity and win the 2027 presidential election. Since the ADC is failing to recognize the potential and capacity of Mr. Peter Obi to win the 2027 presidential election, PDP has already recognized that. And they are talking to Mr. Peter Obi. They want him to come back to the PDP and run as their presidential candidate. They believe that Peter Obi can win the 2027 presidential election. Since the exit of Atiku Abubakar, who they believe is also one of those responsible for the destruction of the PDP. He's one of those that refused the PDP to zone the party ticket to the south in 2023. They believe that with his exit, the PDP stand in a strong position to unanimously make any decision of which they have made. They also believe that by calling the bluff of Nyesom Wike regarding where the PDP National Convention will be held, the PDP also stand in a better position to make informed decision. They believe that with the supposedly exit of Nyesom Wike and the already exit of Atiku Abubakar, the PDP is in order. The PDP is strong and united, unlike before. And of course, it was reported that Peter Obi has asked the PDP to go and put their house in order before he can return back to the PDP. They believe that the PDP house is in order. And this has given Mr. Peter Obi the best chance to return back to the PDP. They believe that with Mr. Peter Obi in the PDP, it is game over. And you're right. Peter Obi stands the chance of winning election in PDP more than in Labour Party. PDP is already a structured party. Irrespective of the problem in the PDP, PDP is already rooted in the north, especially the northwest and the northeast. The two regions that Mr. Peter Obi find extremely difficult to penetrate in the 2023 presidential election. The PDP believe that they can help Mr. Peter Obi cover the grounds in the northeast and in the northwest. And of course, Peter Obi already have enough footings in every part of the country. So with them covering the northeast and the northwest for Mr. Peter Obi, it is game over for whoever is challenging Mr. Peter Obi for the 2027 presidential election, including Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But it is left to see if Mr. Peter Obi will definitely go back to the PDP, because right now, according to him, he is focused on stabilizing the Labour Party. Maybe he wants to use the Labour Party as a leverage in his negotiation in the ADC, or maybe bring the Labour Party to whatever political party he will be contesting, or maybe contest in the Labour Party. But whatever the choice of Mr. Peter Obi is, that will be made known sooner. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.